Hi guys, how are you today? How do you feel?
Very hot, but excited. It's our first time in Romania playing, so we're just excited to see if we have any fans here or see if no one turns up or we don't know what's going to happen, so it's exciting.
I know that two of you were already here in Romania,
Yeah, well, that was us too.
in Transylvania.
Yeah, yeah. That was like 10 years ago, though. We just came, we were planning on like busking, but we just ended up just drinking beer
I think we
instead.
busked about twice
Yeah,
and we didn't make any money from it.
we weren't very good. Usually.
And do you have any other memories from then, visiting Transylvania?
Well, we went to a place called Sigishura. Is that how you say it?
In Brasov?
Yeah, yeah. Which was one of the most beautiful places ever. Like we went to this bar up the top of this mountain where you could see everything and beautiful food and beer, and it was.
Yeah, I remember on the hillside bar, like looking across the big hills, there was a like a big storm, thunder and lightning storm going off in the distance while we're sitting in the warm weather, drinking these gorgeous cocktails, eating this amazing food. It was just perfect.
It's really medieval there. It seems like you're 500 years back.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
went and saw Vlad the Impaler's castle, where but it was a bit too nice. I thought it would be a little bit more gothic than it was, and it was actually quite sort of pretty.
Yeah,
It didn't seem to make much sense.
it was funny. We went to Dracula's castle, and then we went down the road. And there was Dracula's castle again. Then we went down the road again. There's another one. It's like, sorry. There's a yeah. Yeah, it must have been a property developer, I guess.
You've played Glastonbury again this year. How was that?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was much better than the first. Well, we had a much bigger crowd than the first time we played it a few years ago. And yeah, it was awesome.
How do you feel about playing festivals in the open air whilst playing indoors? What's the difference for you?
It's just a different atmosphere, really. I mean, playing outdoors is one of our favourite things. Like the festival season in general is one of our favourite times, just because so many bands playing. You know, it's a lot of the time it's great weather, especially in like throughout Europe, some places. But yeah, but then you get a completely different vibe from like doing your own show in a smaller club where it's just very, very intense, very sweaty. But I don't know, there doesn't really seem to be many limitations outside, which we like.
Been with three of you have been playing together for 14 years, and you've been officially together for 10 years. Yeah. You've played every major festival in the world: Sunwave, Reading, Leeds, Oxygen. Do you have any other festival that you want to play? You haven't played it.
Pretty excited about this year. We're playing one in Poland called Woodstock. That apparently is about 500,000 people going to be there in front of the stage. So it's like a giant free festival, and it looks incredible. We've had friends that have played there and said it's like nothing else you've ever seen. So looking forward to that one.
You've been named by the press as one of the biggest new things in British rock music. Does it matter for you what the press and the critics say after a concert or after a new album? How much the accolades matter?
I think we can generally tell just by amongst ourselves how happy we are and how well we thought we played. The majority of the time we're very like, it's not strict. What's the word? Yeah, very critical of ourselves. So generally the reviews are better than we think we played anyway. But yeah, I don't think it's anything we've really taken too much notice of. It's always nice when someone says something nice, but it's not something we get, live or die by.
Can music become a serious form of protest? And taking into consideration, do you think so that your music can become a form of influencing the political and social issues?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you've got a fan base already, then you just have a platform to be able to spread some sort of message or give light to some issue. And if you don't, I guess it can still. I think music it can kind of communicate to you a lot deeper than perhaps just language by itself. I think it's a lot more emotional and more visceral. So you can perhaps it's more persuasive. You can just get into people's hearts quicker. It's like a shortcut, really.
Do you feel like your message, the message of your music, gets across better now than that the political and social standards have worsened, and there are kind of harsh times in many of the world capitals, in Turkey and Rio and many other countries.
I don't think our music comes across better. I mean, like it's always been there. If people want to look into it, but perhaps now more people are more observant of the lyrics, go to an extra effort to actually find out what we're talking about and things. But I think that a lot of people find strength in our in our music and in our messages and stuff like all around the world. I think there's a definite lack of social commentary and art that is uh, there to embolden people. So I think it's quite important. Yeah.
With your latest album, A Flash Flood of Color, you've gone further with the musical genres that you mixed, with electronic music and also some drum and bass over there. Did you feel like taking a risk, or were you afraid that your hardcore fans that love rock music will be some kind of feel reticent about it?
I mean, that's always something we knew was possible. But at the same time, the best success we've ever really had has been just when we've done what feels natural to us. And yeah, that you're never going to be able to please everyone, but we want to write music that's constantly progressing. So it was an easy choice for us. We didn't want to sound the same as we did before, because what would be the point in that?
You've been touring for so many years and you've had so many concerts everywhere. Do you feel like you're living your dream and doing exactly what you want to do right now?
It's weird because we never uh, really sort of dreamed to do this. Really, it was just like a hobby. So we didn't. I mean, obviously there was the moments where you just get caught up in reverie and just think, oh, it'd be cool to play this festival or that when we were smaller. But yeah, it's just very steadily grown to this stage. So it just feels like normality in a way that it just makes it really hard to think about and perceive. So I don't know.
It's very hard to imagine doing anything else now. Obviously, we've been doing it for a long time now, and it's, we've never wanted to do anything else. So yeah, this is definitely, we're all having a great time.
I don't think yesterday we would have said we're exactly living the dream, though. We had like 6 flights within 2 days or something ridiculous, and we were all feeling pretty horrendous yesterday. So that wasn't not all exactly glitz and glamour, but there have been times when certainly I've sort of sat back and thought, oh, it's pretty fucking cool to be here.
When I was at school, I wanted to do two things. Like I wanted to play music and go traveling, but I don't know. It never occurred to me that I could do both at the same time, and that's kind of what's happened. So
So fast because you're one day here and the other day in another place.
yeah, yeah. So it worked out all right. Yeah, it's good.
Any message for your Romanian fans that you're going to play to tonight?
Are they gonna see this before tonight?
After.
No. So well, thanks for all your support. And
Sorry it's taken us so long to get here.
yeah, we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope we hope we played well.
Thanks a lot.